जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना। जमुना तीरावनचारी। जमुना तीरावनचारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र स्तोत्र सतशिषि ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र स्तोत्र सतशिषि भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर के। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जायमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तम श्लोके Bhaktir bhavati naistiki. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Today we are taking the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 9, Text 25. Brahma Uvacha Bhagavan Sarva Bhutana Adyaksho Pastito Guham Vedahya Pratiruddena Prajnaneva Chikirshatam. Brahma Uvacha Bhagavan Sarva Bhutana Adyaksho Vastito Guham Vedahya Pratiruddena Prajnanena Chikirshtamam. Brahma Uvacha Bhagavan Sarva Bhutana Adyaksho Vastito Guha Vedahya Pratiruddena Prajnanena Chikirsatam. Prajnanena Chikirshita. Brahma Uvacha Mataji's. Brahma Uvacha. Lord Brahma said, Bhagavan, O my Lord, Sarva Bhutanam, of all living entities, Adyaksha, Director, avastita, situated, guham, within the heart, Veda, no, he, certainly, apratiruddhena, without hindrance, prajnanane, the super intelligence, chikistitam, endeavor. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Lord Brahma said, O personality of Godhead, you are situated in every living entity's heart as the supreme director, and therefore you are aware of all endeavors by your superior intelligence without any hindrance whatsoever. Purport. The Bhagavad Gita confirms that the Lord is situated in everyone's heart as the witness, and as such, He is the supreme director of sanction. The director is not the enjoyer of fruits of action, for without the Lord's sanction, no one can enjoy. For example, in a prohibited area, habituated drunkard puts forward his application to the director of drinking, and the director, considering his case, sanctions only a certain amount of liquor for drinking. Similarly, the whole material world is full of many drunkards, in the sense that each and every one of the living entities has something in his mind to enjoy, and everyone desires the fulfillment of his desire very strongly. The Almighty Lord, being very kind to the living entity, as a father is kind to the son, fulfills the living entity's desire for his childish satisfaction. With such desire in mind, the living entity does not actually enjoy, but he serves the bodily whims unnecessarily, without profit. The drunkard does not derive any profit out of drinking, but because he has become a servant of the drinking habit and does not wish to get out of it, the merciful Lord gives him all facilities to fulfill his such desires. The impersonalist recommends that one should become desireless, and others recommend banish desires altogether. That is impossible. No one can banish desire altogether because desiring is the living symptom. Without having desires, a living entity would be dead, which is not therefore living condition, and desire go together. Perfection of desires may be achieved when one desires to serve the Lord, and the Lord also desires that every living entity banish all personal desires and cooperate with his desire. That is the last instruction of Bhagavad Gita. Brahmaji agreed to this proposal, and therefore he is given the responsible post of creating generations in the vacant universe. Oneness with the Lord, therefore, consists of dovetailing one's desires with the desires of Supreme Lord. That makes for the perfection of all desires. The Lord, as the supreme super soul in the heart of every living being, knows what is in the mind of each living entity, and no one can do anything without the knowledge of the Lord within. By His superior intelligence, the Lord gives everyone the chance of fulfilling the desire to fulfill fullest extent, and resultant reaction is as awarded by the Lord. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militamena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Satdutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpataruvescha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I need the blessing from all of you. Here Brahma said, O personality of Godhead, you are situated in everyone's living entity's heart as the supreme director. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwara suradam sarvabhutanam jnatvam shantim richati. Suradam. Everyone, every living entity's heart, you are situated. And kaisa? How? As a supreme director. He is sanctioning everything. And if he is not sanctioning, nothing can be done. Sanction is done by Lord. So the same thing here is given that this, especially in India, people is prohibited not to drink, but there are so many people, they wanted to drink. So that's why there is a license for that. Some quota they'll give. So much. You can have. You can't have more than that. Some quota they'll give. So, if you have more quantity, then that is not allowed. This is just like a child want to enjoy, like that. Lord is allowing them for some time. But the reaction you have to follow. There will be a reaction for that. Suppose a person drinks and he drives, he makes an accident, means there will be double case. Drinking is an offense and accident is an offense. So drink and drive. So that is offensive. You can't do that. So the certain amount of liquor they give. Let them. Some child wants some plaything like that. Human being is like that only. Because we are in prison house, we We don't know we are in the prison house. Something they will give. Even in prison house, they give some food, That food is not that up to the mark. Prison, he's a prisoner. He's a prisoner. So they give, a roti they'll burn and give, and they'll put lots of things. That's a punishment. It is a punishment actually in prison house. The same thing, Prabhupada was said, this is a suffering. This place is suffering. But some desire is there with the suffering bodies. It's always having some desire. So, actually, Prabhupada, he was sick. He was sick in Western countries, and one day he said, there is no surety of my coming back to your country. I'll go back. So you should continue this movement properly. So Krishna will arrange your everything properly. Krishna consciousness is most important. And every living entity has got Lord Paramatma in everybody's heart. The one devotee was asking, Swamiji, can you see Krishna within my heart? Prabhupada said, yes, I can see Krishna in your heart. So what is he doing, Prabhupada? The Prabhupada said, he is standing and waiting when you are going to chant the holy name. So he always wanted to do that good karma, good things. Your desire should be strong, that holy name should be continuously you have to chant. So, the perfection of the desire. What is the perfection of the desire? Perfection of the desire is, that is given in Bhagavatam, Ata Punja Dvija Sreshta Varnashrama Vibhagasha Sthanu Stitasya Dharmasya Samsiddhir Haritoshana. You may be in any Varnashrama, any work, anything, but your job is to Samsiddhir Haritoshana. Pleasing Krishna is your job. Pleasing Krishna is your job. You can't be a childish. When the maturity comes, you can't be childish. In childish time, like playing, that things are going on. When you become strong in Krishna consciousness, the childish job will not do. That's what Prabhupada said. It was in San Francisco. Prabhupada was sick, and all the people are praying. Our Guru Maharaj should get well soon. All are praying. Then that's Prabhupada was saying, is it not a proper desire? They were asking Prabhupada, we are praying just for your perfection, perfect health. We should pray, Prabhupada? Yeah, you can pray. But what we have to say? Prabhupada said, you have to pray that God, if you wish, make our spiritual master perfect. The priority you have to put to Lord. If you wish, you make the Lord, our spiritual masters, perfect. This is God's wish. What is the perfect desire, perfection of desire, when we have so many desires, but our main desire is to serve the Lord. That should be the perfection. Perfection of the desire is to serve the Lord. What is the Lord's desire? Every living entity banish his personal desire and cooperate with the Lord's desire. Banish your desire, every living entity, and cooperate with Lord's desire. Even Prahlad Maharaj, when he was a small child, when their teachers were not there, he was asking them to dance and do kirtan. But they said, Prahlad, we have to go for playing, our playing time. He said, no playing. As a human being, don't do that. Don't waste time. But it is not like that, the childish thing. And more strong it is. Because as a child, Prahlad used to advise, what is the right desire? Your right desire is to take the holy name and speak about Krishna and perfect your life. And the other unnecessary desires will never come. That's the thing. Cooperate with Lord's desire. Cooperate with Lord's desire. Because if your childish things are there, means even it goes on. Even a drunkard has got a childish desire all the time. Even when he is an old man also, he is drinking. The childish desire. There is no importance of that life and all. So as a human being, you should know what is the priority for the Lord's desire. So then the policeman catches the person who does boozing and then the accident and all. What is that? He said he was boozed. He was highly drunk. So he said, no, I was not knowing why this government is open the permit room and all. Otherwise, I wouldn't have drank that thing. No, you have to pay the fine. Because you are over drunk, that's why you have to pay the fine. Then you will understand that. The same thing, the action, there is reaction. Even the people who wanted to do some abominable job also, there will be reaction for that. Heavy reaction is there. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. I don't know, I was not knowing. Actually, the rush time, once I entered the first class compartment. So when I was going to college, nobody knows, this is a very empty train. I just went inside. There was the police, the ticket collector was there. Where is ticket? Is it? I showed my second class, third class, I think. See, ticket. He said, no, it's a first class. I said, I was not knowing. For not knowing, you have to pay their fine. In future, you will come to know. This is exactly the penalty. Fine is done just to know that person. This is then next time you will not do it. So that is the ignorance of the law is not an excuse. I was not knowing. This doesn't work. You can. So you should have a sadachari, very humble. As the days passes, he should come to a maturity stage, real maturity stage. That is the Lord's desire. He should come to the maturity stage. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, it's okay, you are having so many things, lust, greed, shadripus, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsar. But you have to give up that. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave and Mahamantra, Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtana. And what way you have to do it? What should be your conscious? Trinadapi Sunischena, Tarorapi Sahishnuna, Amanina, Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadar. You have to be humbler than the blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, devoid of false prestige, give all respect to others, don't expect any respect. This is not exceptional, it's for everyone. With that stage, you constantly chant the holy name. Constantly chant the holy name. These are the principles given. These are the agenda, how human being has to live. You have to be, you should have a Vairagya Vidya. Perfectly. That's why peace formula is Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarva Loka Maheshwara. Suradam Sarva Bhutanam Jatvam Shantim Richa. The enjoyer is Krishna. You are not an enjoyer. This to be a principal thing. And he is the supreme director of sanctioning. Anything he will sanction. Say, for example, Duryodhana in the last stage, everybody finished. He was there. Then he just to save one day, he went inside the lake, Jalamantra. And who was knowing? Nobody was knowing. Krishna was knowing. He went there. And he, with Pandavas, they have gone there. And the bubble was coming, he was inside the lake. Though immediately the direction of sanction, because Bhima tried to scold him nicely, but immediately Krishna made him to forget that. His sanction, he got it, he's removed that sanction of Jalamantra. He came up. And he came up, he said, I am alone, you are 5. But Yudhishthir, kind-hearted person, he said, no, you can make war with one of us. Anybody you can select. That time Krishna was making such an arrangement, direction. Otherwise he may have called Nakula, Sahadeva, anybody. So he said, Bhima. So within, he sanctions the thing. You call Bhima, nothing doing. So these are the things. Very, very perfectly Lord is giving. And we think it has happened. No, it's not happened. Even many of the places, if you cheat, we had some devotee, one of the devotee, he had started Krishna conscious few years before, but he had a gambling section. He was working for that. He was doing that. So after chanting the holy name, it was biting his conscience. Very badly biting his conscience. He was earning a lot. And the conscience is so powerful. So he gave up that. He gave up that thing. An ordinary small business, some canteen he was running. He was having crores of rupees business. He gave up because this chanting, this is the direction Lord is giving, is sanctioning. That is sanctioned by the Lord. He's very, 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 spiritually is very, very happy. And even one person was there in they are having a permit room and all. He was chanting. But he was saying, permit room, I am chanting, how is it possible? He was so sad all the time. But Krishna has arranged him, He is removed from there. And he has become a perfect person, food for life and all he has taken. So these are the things. The conscious biting means your desire which you are thinking of. This is Lord is putting in right priority, and that is the sanction of the Lord. That is the sanction of the Lord. Living entities actually try to enjoy bodily concept and all. But Prabhupada says they are trying to enjoy bodily concept and unnecessarily there is no profit in that. Even drinking, there is no profit. Everything is loss. Everything is bad. So, I wanted to narrate one story. Meantime, it was from Lochandas Thakur, Chaitanya Mangala. I refer that book and I'll tell you exactly what the things have been written. So he was saying, now I'll tell another wonderful episode from ever fresh transcendental pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. Please listen attentively to this confidential topic. And Vaishnavas were relishing unlimited happiness in the daily association of Gaurahari. So there was one Brahmin, that is at Dravidan place, South India. And his name was Rama. The name is also given. He was very poor, miserable. And he was starving, all difficult for him to survive. Always starvation. His body was just a bag of skin and bones. Very, very bad condition. His stomach burned from hunger and couldn't tolerate the severe poverty. One day he thought, how can I get free from this misery? In my past life, I must have committed lots of grievous sins, and now I am suffering for it. I know I must suffer my still lot, but somehow I wish could mitigate my miseries. What he does? He that Brahmana knew that God could change his karma. He was just thinking. And he will change the karma and he will give the relief. He heard that Lord Jagannath, the Lord of the universe, is residing at Nilachal. So he went to see him and begged for his mercy. And he said, Lord, I am so badly suffering from poverty. I will die in front of you if you don't arrange some wealth for me within 7 days. So he was fasting. He was fasting. The 7 days got over. I am poor Brahmana, dying for starvation. I have no one but you. Please save me from this misery of poverty and give me wealth. He was asking wealth. Give me wealth. And there's such cases happens actually. The day Brahmana begged little food, and the next day he returned to the temple and prayed, "O Lord, this Brahmana is suffering terribly and is about to die. Please remove my poverty and give me abundant riches. I beg you to give me the boon of wealth. Otherwise, I'll kill myself right before your eyes." Brahmana started fasting. The 7 days has been passed. Then he said, now I'll commit suicide. So he just go to near the sea, and he's thinking of drowning in the sea. So he was asking the sea to which way I should go and all. Inside and all, he was going and going. The water has come up to here. Immediately he saw a tall man like mountain. He was walking from the sea. He was coming and walking from the sea, and he's going there, and he's going to the beach. And he saw this person, big tall man like mountain. And this Brahmana, he came running behind him. And in a beach, he has become an ordinary size, ordinary human being. He has made that. So this Brahmana, he was behind that, chasing that person. So that person said, looking at him, "Why you are chasing me? What is wrong with you? What happened?" No. Please forgive me. I think you are Jagannath. Otherwise, how you could change your structure from that to this? And you please save me. I am starving. Yeah, please help me. Give me some wealth. So he said, "You tell me frankly, who are you?" He's asking. And what you got to do by asking that? What you will get it? My introduction. No point at all. No, but still, you please help me. By seeing his situation, that's this Brahmana, the guest Brahmana felt very sorry for him. Then he said, "I'll tell you who am I. Huh? I will tell you who am I." Huh? And you know who is that Brahmana? Huh? He is brother of Ravan. Who is that? Vibhishan. He said, "I am Vibhishan, King Vibhishan. I have come to meet Jagannath to take darshan." So then said, I'll also come. This young Brahman said, I will also come. He was behind him. But he is not going to Jagannath temple. He is gone to Tota Gopinath. The Tota Gopinath, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was sitting and with all associates. And they went there. The Govinda was there. He said, he has called them inside. And he was talking with associates. But when out of this, that guest Brahmana, he went inside. He made him to stay there in the door side. He went inside. When he went inside, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took him and put his hand on this thing. And I'm meeting you after many, many days. How are you? How is your health? And everything he was asking. He said, I am very fine. And others were also, all associates were sitting, but they could not understand the conversation, what is going on. And both were crying. Both were crying. And then this Brahmana which he was there, the poor Brahmana, he was standing there, far away. That for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, kindly help him. He is putting challenge with me. If I don't give, he will commit suicide. What a challenge. If the people, when they will have their good life, they'll think it is their good luck and they have done a good job. But in their sinful activities, if they suffer, they will blame the Lord. So Jagannath, they were blaming. They just give him something and give him some wealth. So after that, he gives Dandavat and he goes. And even that Brahmana comes behind him. Yes, who is that sannyasi? Who is that sannyasi? He was asking. He was same Jagannath. My God, he just fainted there. This poor Brahman fainted. I was not knowing. Jagannath, he is Jagannath. Yes. And he has sanctioned you the wealth. I'll give you. I'll come to your South India and I'll give you that wealth. So he said, please come. Please come back. I wanted to have an introduction with him. Please come back. So he takes him back. And what is the reason? Why did you come back? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. Ask this boy, ask this man only. He said, Lord, I was not knowing. So, I was not knowing your introduction also. You are the Supreme Lord. I was not knowing. He was crying. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was laughing. He was laughing. I said, just now you came to know. What is this? No, then don't worry. I have arranged for all your problems. I have arranged the wealth and he will give you. You don't worry. So, then he said, I find very happy now with your association. I find very happy. With all your association, I find very happy. At that, all the associates, they started saying, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. And they started dancing also. They started dancing. And then these people just went away. At that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told to him that let him understand where the wealth is. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmani janmanishware, bhavatat bhakti rahitukui. Said once you meet the Lord, that itself is a wealth. And why you want separate money? You should not have that. So that is the transformation of the human being. So the right prayer is na dhanam na janam. It is very difficult. Very difficult to pray for that. Even when His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, he have taken us to Gundicha, with Lord entered. He was there. Jagannath, Subhadra, Baladev, they all three were there. Maharaj said, let's pray. We are about 500 people, devotees. Let's pray and join your hands. And Maharaj said, Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye. Mama janmani janmanishware bhavatad bhakti rahitu. I was expecting, it was about 25 years before. I was thinking, why Maharaj said no, money is not needed, na dhanam. How can we come to Jagannath Puri without money? I was thinking that way. This prayer was not, not proper. But then I came to know, Lord has got all the wealth, all Shadaishwarya. So we have not to, your job is to just to become a devotee, that's all. Just to take the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, and everything will be provided. No need of asking. So that desire, which is then not to ask for anything, it will come. Whatever the situation, it will come. Lord will give. This is the way it is. So when you take Krishna, you took all the things. Entire world, spiritual world, you got it. And if you are asking for material help, naturally, that is not up to the mark of devotion. So we should understand that even whatever the situation it is, whatever the situation it is given, that's the situation was asked by Haridas Thakur. Then Mahaprakash Leela, Thakur was asked, Haridas, ask me, any benediction I'll give you, ask me. So Haridas was saying, I do not want anything. I don't want anything. But ask me, I want to give you something. He was saying, let me take a birth as a dog in Vaishnava's family so that I can have that remnants. That's all. If 3 lakhs names was chanting, that person is asking the boon just to become a dog. Ahetu ki apratiyata. No hetu. Savai pumbusham paradharmo yato bhakti radokshaje ahetu ki apratiyata yayatma suprasiddhati. Then only the soul will be happy. Then only the soul will be ahetu ki. Without any. There should not be unmotivated, uninterrupted. That devotion service will be making you happy. The soul will be happy. Otherwise, no. It is becoming a businessman's job. You give this, I'll take this. You give that, I'll give this. This is not that. So that is the job. Ahituki apratiyata, ye atma suprasiddhati. Then only your soul will be happy. Otherwise not. So this particular Brahman, he got assurance that he will be getting the wealth. He said, he got it because it is said, once you have darshan of the Lord, Prabhupada says, what is the real darshan? Real darshan means, once you have a darshan, while coming out from that temple, your material desire is finished. Your material desire is finished. You will never have the more and more thing. Material desire will be finished. That is the real darshan. That is real darshan. Otherwise, now you are in the ordinary room, you wanted to, I met the Lord, and benediction is I should go for the posh AC with the big locality and all. These are all the effects. That doesn't have. The real darshan of the Lord means no material desire. No material desire. That's why our chanting should be so powerful. The desire, what we are having, that desire should be pure, and that desire which is sanctioned by Lord, that desire we should have. Otherwise, any silly desires, sometimes people agree for whatever Lord has given, but some other desires also they keep, because Lord knows within the heart. So, He will never allow them to contaminate if He is a devotee. That's why we have to chant the holy name. very perfectly so that their desires will never become contaminated. It should not be contaminated. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Our desire is that 24 hours we should remember Krishna. That's our desire. That's the desire which is full. Krishna's mercy, we can do it. Otherwise, not. So even at the time of working some work, but the chanting should go on. It should go on. Because one Krishna Naam makes crores of sinful activities, removing crores of sinful activities. And you'll be a different person altogether. Whatever the abominable things you used to do, as I gave the answers, the example, even a person who was having a gambling section, he completely stopped. 0%. And even any type of thing, any bad habits, all 4 regulative principles we have to maintain. There is no sinful activities at all. No sinful activities. Because that 4 regulative principle, if you maintain, you cannot do any sin. That's why Prabhupada used to say, chant 16 rounds offenselessly and follow 4 regulative principles sincerely, without offense, and associate with sadhus, and your life will be perfect. And desire will be perfect. Desire will be perfect. Otherwise, anytime Maya may put you, sometimes we wanted to see a big show, big movie, big match, cricket match. These are all Maya's different ways. And many people are coming. Many scholarly people are attending for that. He has attended. Let me also attend. This social life is going to spoil us. You have to follow the principle from Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the thumb rule. Then our devotion service will be perfect. We don't know when the death will come. Before the departure, we have to get purified by our activities, our sadhana. No hypocrisy. The age of Kali, the things are going on, but you should be careful. 99% spiritual advancement is by chanting the holy name, Prabhupada used to say. You chant the holy name, whatsoever the difficulty, it is one of the final aushadhi, mula aushadhi. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this is how we keep the desire perfect. That's all. Thank you very much. Haribol. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की.